Peace and love, everyone. I hope that you're all having an absolutely beautiful day. I hope that everyone's keeping that high energy. The birds are singing, as I'm sure you can hear up there. So we got some 432 hertz in the background, and I'm happy about that. And I just wanted to share with you guys a pretty personal story for me. I haven't really shared, what's happened in my life and what's brought me to the person I am today. And I wanted to share that. I felt like it was time to share that because I've been watching my dreams manifest. I've been watching my dreams become a reality. And it almost seems like it's in an extremely destined way, if you will. It's like this path was completely laid out for me, and I'm just, kind of following it and loving every piece of it. And I'm absolutely humbled. And I hope this can spark some people just to change their mindset and to appreciate life, because it's such a gift. It's such a blessing that we're here. And it's pretty emotional for me, I'm not going to lie, and I'm going to try to hold that back a little bit today and just share with you guys, what's kind of happened with me and what's led me up into this point. And I think it all started from a young age. When I was going to school, it never really resonated with me, some of the information I was being taught. I never really got school, and I didn't really understand why back then. I thought that I was, messing up, and my teachers and my parents were always telling me that you're not good enough type of thing, but it just never resonated with me. School never resonated with me whatsoever. It just kind of got by. And since then I ended up moving to London. I went to college in London. Again, that didn't resonate with me, but when I moved to London, I ended up meeting someone that's very close to me, one of my best friends in the whole world, and later found out he was a soul brother. And very interesting and synchronized how it all happened. He came from Jamaica. His name's Jamie Kingston. He came all the way from Jamaica to London, Ontario. I lived about 2 hours away from London, Ontario. We both met at the college. He actually knew one of the friends that I went to high school with who moved to London a year before. So that's how we met. Again, really synchronized how it all happened. And we later find out that, again, it was completely destined and set up. I know a lot of you that are listening to this know that you're meant to meet some people that you're just meant to meet, and that's the people you're going to be with for the rest of your life. So absolute blessing for me. From there, we were introduced to the movie The Secret. Someone told him to watch The Secret, and we put it on, and essentially it resonated right away. Like, it resonated in my soul. If you guys don't know what The Secret is, it's a documentary about the law of attraction, and all these people who've had experiences with these things, just like I have, who, set an intention, put something in their mind, believed they already had it, and then took action to help it manifest, and then it eventually did. There's stories of people who, would put certain houses on a vision board, and then put that vision board away for a couple of years, and then later find out they actually bought that exact house, not knowing. Like, stuff like that happens all the time, and it's just absolutely mind-blowing. So after we watched The Secret, again, it resonated right in my soul. And, time went on, kind of forgot about it a little bit. And then Jamie actually told me to try out meditation because he was meditating. So I started trying out meditation, and I loved it instantly. As soon as I started meditating, I fell in love with it, and every single night I couldn't go to bed without meditating. Well, from there, I started having these synchronized experiences that were just blowing my mind. Like, I started seeing 1111 app like everywhere, just like in the most insane ways, like mind-blowing ways, just like I can't even explain it. I remember waking up one night and I just touched my phone, and it was 1:11 in the morning. It was October 11th, and 11% of my battery, and just I knew something was up. And I actually follow this account on Instagram. It's called To Higher Consciousness, and I came across a post, and it was saying 1111 question mark, is it happening to you? So I'm like, hold on. So I start researching, and I find out that this is a phenomenon. So everyone that starts meditating and becoming more in tune with their true nature and connecting to the universe starts receiving signs and messages from, divine guidance, angels, ascended masters, whatever you want to call it. There's things guiding you here, and I connected to that, and I knew it right away. So I started working a few jobs in London. I was a personal trainer. I was a sales rep for a big company in Stony Creek, where I was driving all over Western Ontario. And I always knew that I wasn't meant to work for anyone, and that, my dreams weren't going to work if I was working for someone. But I had to build up. I had to build up and obviously save the capital to do what I wanted to do in life. So after a few years there, I was there for probably 4 or 5 years. A very synchronized opportunity came up where I was able to move out west. They wanted me to come play hockey out here and work in the oil field. And I thought that it was a good opportunity to, save up some money and start a business and all that stuff. And it was completely synchronized how this set up. Like 2 months before I even knew I was moving to Saskatchewan, I started seeing 777 everywhere, like sevens everywhere. And sevens govern the universe, like 7 musical notes on an instrument. There's 7 colors to the rainbow. Like sevens in ancient cultures are just like all the time, everywhere. They're everywhere. Sevens just govern the universe. It's essentially God's number. And the 7th letter in the alphabet is G, which is funny. And then if you look at the Freemason symbol, you got the G, which stands for geometry, but also God or the divine, because they know. And everything is sacred geometry, and that's why they do that. And so anyways, I'm seeing 777 everywhere. And I move out west, and I move into this house, and this person that I knew, and his license plate was 777. So I'm just like, I'm blown away. And there's a lot more to this, but that's the big one. And so I look up what 777 means, and essentially it means that you've been hearing and listening to divine guidance, taking steps to heal and improve your life, and it's working. It's like you're in the right place at the right time, on the flow to divine magic. And it just hit home with me. And since that day, I see this number nonstop all day long. And it's absolutely beautiful because I just knew I was on the right track. I knew I was in the right place at the right time. That's when I started realizing that things were, happening according to a divine sequence. Like, how did that happen? Like, how did that happen, right? So I just know it's a message. I know it's divine. I know it's I'm being guided and I'm on the right path. So I ended up working for about 1.5 years in the oil fields, and I saved up a bunch of money. I started a business. I sell a product online. I got a product branded and, put my logo on it and box design, all that stuff, and I sent it to Amazon, and I started marketing it, and it's selling on Amazon pretty well, but it wasn't replacing my income currently. It takes a little bit of time to build up a brand. So then this coronavirus started happening, and got laid off from work for a month. That was the past month there. We got laid off from work. And I just started working on things like YouTube and some other projects, and just really loving what I do, loving giving back and helping people, because that's my passion. It's just to spread this message and just touch one person, because that's all I care about. If I can help one person change their mindset and get on this path, like, it's so profound for me, because it's so humbling. Like, I'm just like blown away. I had a moment a couple days ago where I'm just like I'm just blown away, because I follow my intuition and just things happen perfectly, like always happen perfectly. So a few days ago, or probably 3 or 4 days ago, I was faced with a decision to go back to work or not, and it was tearing me apart, because I knew that I didn't want to go back. I knew it would take me out of alignment, but I also had it in my head that, maybe I can't get by, for example, right? Maybe it's safe to go back. And I knew it was a fear-based decision. So what I did was I looked inside, and I essentially asked. I was asking the angels. I was in deep contact, and they were sending me just these crazy synchronicities, because ask and you shall receive. I'm telling you, like, when you connect to these things and you believe, they will guide you 100%. And in some people that this resonates with, you guys know. But for anyone that might have doubts, just try it out. Believe in it, ask for the guidance, and start seeing the messages, because they're everywhere. I promise you. So I followed my intuition, and I said that I wasn't going back. And I just knew that something was going to arise from it, and that's exactly what happened. Something did arise from it. My business just started taking off. I had some other money saved in investments, and I started doing some stuff with that, and everything just started going up, and I started making way more money than I would on the rigs just in these few days. But it just shows me that when you follow your intuition, that things will always present itself in life. And when you follow your passions and you do what you love, the universe will always reward you. I started figuring out a lot more wisdom. Like I started figuring out the true laws of the universe, like the law of correspondence, as above, so below. You know, as within, so without. I realized that nothing would grow in the exterior, in the reality, without interior growth. So, you know, I started dropping toxic foods. I've been vegetarian for a long time. I became vegan. You know, I started dropping things that no longer serve me. I started just loving more and just understanding more and being a lot more humble and just spreading a good message. And I just knew that I had to grow on the interior in order to see things manifest. And that's exactly what's happening. The law of exchange, like you get what you give. I have to be giving out, and that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to always be giving to people and loving people and spreading that message, because that's what people need. I am here to raise the vibration of this planet. I know that. I know I came here for a specific reason, and I'm just so humbled, and I want you guys to know that this is so beautiful. And like if you can get on this path, if you can just believe in yourself and start looking to the inside world, everything will change on the outside. You know, take care of yourself, drink the right water, like speak to your water. Like you can put intentions into anything, eat the right food, and things will start to materialize in your life in a beautiful way. And once that starts happening, you start realizing that, you know, there's a lot more to life. So my message today is, if you guys can, you know, change your mindset and change your outlook on life, then opportunities are going to start to present themselves, and you're going to start living a more fulfilled life. You're going to start getting on a path that, you know, serves you, a path that is full of positivity and love and peace and harmony, and you're going to be able to do what you want in life instead of, you know, what you don't want. And a lot of people right now are doing something that they hate. And my message is that you can always get out of it. It will take some time, but first you need to decide, because once you decide, the universe will move for you. And once you start changing inside, everything will start changing outside. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Once again, it's something that's very deep with me. I hope that, you know, at least one of you can just be inspired to change your mindset and to start taking care of yourself a little bit more and just practice, because once you start doing that, you're going to start to see everything change. I promise you. So if you liked the video, please press the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll be back soon. But for now, peace and love, and I hope that you all have a beautiful day.